Welcome to my yoga session. We'll start by taking a comfortable seat on our mat. And just taking a moment to settle into this moment. Close your eyes gently. Place one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest. And feel the breath. Feel yourself living into a full breath. Feel the chest and the belly rise on the inhale and fall on the exhale. And with your eyes closed, perhaps hearing your breath. And bringing your awareness to this present moment. Bringing your awareness just to here and now. And letting all other thoughts simply float away. Observe me, says the breath, and learn to live effortlessly in the present moment. Feel me, says the breath, and feel the ebb and flow of life. Allow me, says the breath, and I'll sustain and nourish you, filling you with energy and cleansing you of tension and fatigue. Move with me, says the breath, and I'll invite your soul to dance. So as we move through today's session, I invite you to be present with your breath. And if you find your mind wandering or thoughts taking over, simply being aware and coming back to your breath. Gently opening your eyes, placing your hands down on the mat, hands and knees directly under the shoulders and under the hips, coming into a tabletop position. Gently moving side to side, forward and back. Loosening up the body. Feeling some gentle stretching and gentle awareness of how your body's feeling. Widen the knees and sinking back into your hips. Arms reach out gently in front of you for child's pose. Forehead to mat. Gently lifting the head, walking the hands over to the right side of the mat. Back to center. Hands to the left of the mat. Back to center. Forehead down to the mat. Rocking side to side, giving yourself a gentle forehead massage. Loosening up the neck and the shoulders. Moving the hands back to prayer position and letting the hands rest on the back of the head to release any shoulder tension. And finding your breath. Placing the hands on the mat, pushing back up to a tabletop position. Finding a neutral spine. Right leg extends long behind you. And rocking back and forth, massaging the right foot and the right ankle. Loosening up anything that might be tight on the right side. Coming back to center. Left leg extends long behind you. Loosening up the left ankle, rolling through the ball of the foot. Creaky cracky is okay. I'm a little creaky. It's still morning. Just loosening up the tendons and the joints. Letting the fluids flow back to center. Right arm extends long to the front of the room. Left leg extends long. Bringing the right arm and the left leg parallel to the mat, engaging through the core for stability. And down to the mat. Left arm extends long, right leg long. Returning to the mat. Again, right arm long, left leg long. Bringing elbow to knee, tucking into center. Keeping core engaged for stability and reaching long, one long line of energy from the fingertips to the toes. Knee to elbow. Extending through and back to the mat. Finding a neutral position here. If this is bothering the wrists at all, perhaps turning the wrists to 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock to relieve any wrist pain. Left arm extends long, right leg extends long, one long line of energy, and knee to elbow, tucking in, curling in, and extending. Leg is long, arm is long. Knee to elbow, and extending and lengthening. And returning to the mat. Right arm raises high to the right sky and threads through underneath the left. Right shoulder comes to the mat, right ear comes to the mat. Finding your breath. And if it suits you here, perhaps taking the left arm and reaching out to meet the right palm. Or extending the left arm high to the sky for a gentle twist. Returning the left palm to the mat, using that to push yourself back up. Right arm reaches long the way we came in and returns to the mat. Left arm reaches high to the sky, threads through under the body, left shoulder to the mat, left ear to the mat. If it serves you, right arm extends, the palms meet, or right arm reaches gently to the sky for a gentle opening side twist. We're still warming up the body, so be gentle. Right hand presses to the mat, left arm reaches high to the sky the way we came in. And back to the mat. Finding your breath. Finding a neutral spine. Thinking navel to spine, keeping the core engaged. On the next inhale, tucking the toes to the balls of the feet and extending only a couple of inches. Bringing the shins parallel to the mat, feeling the core engaged. And release. And again, pushing through the balls of the feet. And release. Once more, pushing through the balls of the feet, bringing the shins parallel to the mat. The tailbone reaches high to the sky, then sinking the heels for down dog. And perhaps pedaling out your down dog. Finding the stretch through the hamstrings, through the calves, and through the heels. And slowly walking or stepping to the front of the mat, hands meet feet, head hangs heavy, thigh to chest, grabbing opposite elbows for ragdoll. Perhaps swaying side to side, or gently shaking the head yes, shaking the head no, letting any tension release with a heavy head. On the next inhale, we reach up, rise up, glance up, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute. And hands to heart center. Hands by our sides for Tadasana, mountain pose. Checking our alignment. The feet are grounded through the heel, through the inner ball of the foot, the outer ball of the foot, drawing an imaginary triangle on the bottom of your feet, engaging through the 3 points. Shins are engaged, knees are soft, and a slight micro bend in the knees will help protect the knees. Thighs are engaged. Glute is turned on. Reaching both hands to the hips where your pants meet the waist and finding a forward tilt, a backward tilt, and a neutral pelvis. Visualizing a bowl of water on the inside and bringing that water to a stable, still position. Navel to spine, long through the core, lengthening through the chest. Shoulders come up to the ears, to the back. Shoulders try to kiss each other and then relax. So heart is open, chest is open. Bringing the ribs gently back down, knitting them together while keeping an open chest and heart. Ears are aligned over the shoulders. So it's the only double chin we want. Gently pushing the chin back in. Feeling that slight throat constriction. We'll protect our neck by bringing our ears over our shoulders into this alignment. Arms are down long, palms face forward for Tadasana, mountain pose. On the next inhale, reach up, rise up, glance up, upward salute. Palms to heart, we hinge at the hips and fold forward. Head hangs heavy for forward fold, Uttanasana. On the next inhale, hands to shins, spine is long, crown reaches towards the front of the room for halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we reach up, rise up, upward salute. Hands to heart center. Hands by our side, Tadasana. Reach up, rise up, glance up, upward salute. Hands to heart, hinge at the hip, forward fold, hands to the mat. Uttanasana. Hands to the shins. Spine is long. We're making the number 7 with our bodies. Crown reaches forward. On the next exhale, plant the hands, step one foot back and then the other to high plank. Finding your breath. Sinking navel to spine for core stability. Knees lower to the mat. Arms stay slightly tucked, so elbows to ribs. Reverse push-up for chaturanga. All the way down. Untucking the toes so they're flat on the mat. Hands are engaged. Shoulders are back and open. Reaching the chest forward, gazing a few inches in front of my mat for cobra. Exhale, relax. Inhale, tucking the toes, pushing up to plank, tailbone high to the sky for down dog. And the next inhale, stepping or walking to the front of the mat. Head hangs heavy for forward fold. Root down, rise up, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Upward salute. Hands to heart center. Hands by our side, Tadasana. Checking in with your alignment. And finding your breath. Reach up, rise up, look up. Hands to heart center. We fold all the way down. Uttanasana, forward fold. Hands to shins on the inhale, halfway lift. Planting the hands, stepping back for high plank. Shoulders open, we lower for chaturanga. To cobra. Tucking the toes, pushing up and back for down dog. And stepping or walking to the front of the mat. Head hangs heavy, Uttanasana, forward fold. We ground down, rise up, reach up. Urdhva Hastasana. Sinking the hips low. Bending at the knees, arms stay long for chair. Sinking our booty down. And finding your breath, finding your stability in chair. On the next exhale, hands to heart center, hands to the mat. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Hands plant, stepping back, one foot and then the other. High plank. Arms next to ribs. Chaturanga down for cobra, or untucking the toes, extending the arms, staying long through the legs, engaging for upward dog. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips high to down dog. Finding your breath. Right leg extends high to the sky. Toes face the earth. Knee comes to nose. And right leg steps through to hands. Planting the right foot and opening the left to a 45-degree angle. The left meets the mat. We rise up, reach up, lunging into warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, hands to the mat. Stepping right foot back to down dog. Left leg reaches high to the sky. Knee to nose. Left foot plants by the hands. Right leg meets the left. Oops, sorry. Right leg back. Right leg to the mat. We reach up, rise up. Warrior one. Checking in that the alignment of our knee is over our center two toes and hips are squared towards the front of the room. On the exhale, hands to mat. Left leg steps back for down dog. And on the next inhale, traveling to the front of our mat. Head hangs heavy, forward fold, Uttanasana. Keeping the hips low, sinking into chair pose, arms reach up. Finding your breath. And we reach up, rise up. For standing salute, hands to heart center. Hands by our side, Tadasana. Flowing with me again. Reach up, rise up. Folding to forward fold. Inhale to chair. Booty sinks low, arms reach up. Exhaling, hands plant. Stepping back, yogi's choice, knees up or down. Chaturanga to cobra or up dog. Tucking the toes, we flow to down dog. Right leg reaches high to the sky. Right leg comes to the hands. Left foot plants. We reach up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, hands meet the mat. Right foot back to down dog. Left leg high to the sky. Left knee in, left foot plants. Right foot meets the mat. We reach up, rise up. Warrior 1. Exhaling, hands reach the mat. Left foot back for down dog. Find your breath. Take 3 long breaths. And on the next inhale, stepping or walking to the front of your mat. Head hangs heavy, forward fold. Ground down, reach up, rise up. Upward salute. Hands to heart center. Right leg back slowly with control to the right ball of the foot. Coming into crescent lunge. Finding stability. Maybe bouncing, pushing through the right ball of the foot. Right elbow turns over to the left knee, opening up for revolved crescent. And thinking here of opening that left shoulder. Gentle twisting of the body. Slowly with control, pushing through the right ball of the foot for stability, hands back to heart center. Right foot plants as we rotate open for warrior 2. Arms are long, parallel to the ground, gazes maybe over the front fingertips. Maybe a gentle warrior face, a slight smile, or relaxing the jaw. Right hand to right thigh. Left arm reaches up and over for a gentle reverse warrior. Left elbow to left thigh. Right arm swings down and around, opens the right side body. Finding your breath. Front leg straightens, arms open to a T. Looking over the front arm, reaching towards the front of the room. And then windmilling the arms to 12 and 6 for Trikonasana. triangle. The right foot is engaged. The right pinky toe is engaged with the mat. And on the next inhale, using the top arm to pull you up back to a standing T. The feet come parallel to the mat. Feet are wide. Arms are wide for Prasarita. Forward fold. Perhaps finding the mat, perhaps finding your shins. Whatever's comfortable here, releasing any tension in the head and neck. Walking your hands over to the right side. Perhaps feeling a stretch through the hips, through the psoas. Using the breath to stay present. Back to center, walking the hands to the left side. Hands to center. Navel to spine. Core is engaged. Hands come to a T with a strong back. We reach up, rise up. Right foot meets the left. And we turn towards the front of the mat. Finding Tadasana. Checking in with your alignment. Checking in with your breath. Hands to heart center, palms together. Left leg pushes slowly like you're pushing through honey with control to the back of the mat. I'm on the ball of my foot for stability. Finding a slight bounce. Squaring the hips forward, crescent lunge. Hinging slightly forward, left elbow reaches over the right for revolved crescent. Pushing through the palms allows me to open through the right side body. It's an opening of the shoulders. And slowly revolving back. My left foot finds the mat. My arms windmill open to find Warrior Two. Virabhadrasana 2. My sweet warrior face, gentle smile, glancing over the front fingertips. This is an engaged pose, so the heart center's open, the shoulders are open. Just like we did in Tadasana. One long line of energy from my front fingertips to my back. Stay with it. Good job. Right elbow to right shin. Nope, I forgot reversing our warrior. Let's reverse our warrior. Left hand to left thigh. Right hand up and over for a gentle stretch. Right elbow to right knee. Left hand reaches down and around, opens up my left side body for extended side angle. Be mindful of the back foot engaged with the mat, pinky reaches to the mat. My arm reaches up and around, windmilling the arms, straightening the front leg. Glancing over the front fingertips, reaching to the front of the room, and then tick-tocking down to 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. Triangle pose. Using the top hand to pull me up, I lift through the body, then come back to center. Hands to heart center. This time, heels in, toes out, and squatting for goddess. Whew, that can feel really good through the groin, through the hip flexors, with mindfulness of a straight back here. Some gentle squats, rocking side to side if that suits you. Placing the palms on the thighs and dipping into one shoulder. Stretching through one shoulder, back to center, and then dipping the other shoulder. Whew, that feels good in my upper back. And coming back to center, straightening the legs, hands to heart center. Left leg meets the right, facing the front of the room. Flowing through to upward salute. Look up, reach up. Hands to heart center. Hands by our sides. Finding our breath. And we flow through, reach up, rise up, look up, Urdhva Hastasana. Folding forward, hands to mat. Uttanasana. Hands to shins, halfway lift. Plant the hands, step back, high or low plank. Chaturanga, cobra or up dog. We flow to down dog. Find your breath. And maybe visualize connecting breath to each move. Right leg reaches high to the sky, heel to the sky. Right knee to left elbow, stay in your plank, and high to the sky. Right knee to right elbow. You are strong, you can do this. Right leg high to the sky, right knee to nose, plant the leg. It may come parallel to the mat, maybe not all the way. And I'm squaring my body to the front of the room. You stretch the left leg back, coming into pigeon. We just want to stay square in the hips in pigeon, not falling into the mat. Gently releasing, if it serves you, maybe to the elbows, to the fists stacked for a small pillow, or releasing to the mat. And we'll stay here for about 30 seconds. If this does not suit you, the alternative is to lay on your back, cross one leg over the other, and find a figure four. I'll demonstrate through pigeon, and I'll bring us out when it's time. Slowly coming back up to your hands to the mat. Tucking the ball of the left foot. Using the arm strength, pushing the right leg back all the way up. Leg high to the sky and to the mat for down dog. Left leg reaches high to the sky. Left knee to right elbow. High to the sky. Left knee to left elbow. High to the sky. Left leg reaches to the mat. Right leg extends long. Squaring the hips. And gently relaxing into the pose. Forearms, or fists, or hands, whatever suits you. Finding your breath. And if you're in figure 4, gently coming back to a plank. If you're in pigeon, placing the hands to the mat, using the strength, pushing yourself back up gently, tucking to the ball of the right foot and pushing back to down dog. And using down dog as a restorative pose, it doesn't always feel like that, but finding stability in the breath, coming back to this inversion can be grounding and calming to the nervous system. Reaching up on the tiptoes and slowly taking 5 steps with each foot to the top of the mat, perhaps tenting the fingers to give you a little space. Head hangs heavy, forward fold. Dropping the seat, we reach up halfway into chair. Arms are long, elbows are by the ears. Gaze is forward. If you're finding any tightness in the shoulders, perhaps bringing the arms just cross body to the shoulders. From here, palms to heart center, and opening. Right arm goes back, left arm goes forward for seated chair twist. Opening the right side body. Gaze is right. Booty is low, sinking into your seat, your invisible chair. Coming back, keeping your chair. And arms open to the other side. Left arm reaches long behind me, right arm in front of me. Woo! You might be feeling that, I do. Hands to heart center. And we stand, straighten the legs. Arms down by your side. Shake that out. Finding Tadasana and finding your breath. Take one big inhale through the nose and let it out with a loud exhale. Maybe one more of those. Coming into tree. Left leg is planted. Right leg lifts to 90 degrees. Knee opens to the side of the room. And foot plants, either at the mat, at the shin, or the upper thigh. Pushing the foot into the leg, pushing the leg into the foot. Helps you find stability here. And finding one point to look at, your drishti, your gaze. It's an intentional, focused gaze to help calm the mind. And perhaps growing your tree. Growing your branches in whatever way that suits you. And slowly, with control, releasing your arms and releasing the right foot to the earth. Right foot is planted, left leg to 90 degrees, left knee to the side wall, and the foot plants. Wherever you choose, avoid pushing on the knee. It is not the safest place. Shin or upper thigh, either way, with the standing leg pushing into the foot for stability. Finding your drishti, finding your breath. And embracing any wobble. That's just your tree blowing in the wind. And coming gently back into the pose if you fall out. And gently with control, releasing the arms, releasing the leg. Both feet are grounded to the earth. We come into eagle, arms out in front of you. Right knee is up, left arm comes over right, and hands curl in, perhaps coming into a bind, palms meet. Right leg over the left as I sink my hips. Right toe may tuck, might not. Still get the benefit of the twist. And using your drishti and your breath to find stability. Eagle. Gently with control, unwinding the foot, unwinding the arms. Oh, we look up, rise up. Hands to heart center and down by your side. Right leg is planted. Left leg comes up. Right arm over the left. Finding my palms. Left leg over the right. Finding my seat. And perhaps this time raising the elbows a bit. Finding that deeper shoulder stretch. Or sitting a little deeper in the pose. Navel to spine. And gently with control, unwinding. Shoulders roll up and back, heart center is open. Chest is open. We'll take another eagle, and this time listen for the cues. We'll move into warrior three. Arms long in front. Left leg is stable. Right arm over the left. Whoops, left arm over the right. Right leg over the left. Find our bind. Sink into chair, into the hips to come into eagle. Slowly with control, extending the left leg long, pushing right leg back through space, slow like I'm pushing through honey. Warrior three. Embracing the wobble, finding a parallel upper body and leg, and slowly with control, knee tucked back in, brings me back to standing. Unwinding the arms, opening the shoulders. Finding your breath. Right leg is planted. Left knee comes up. Right arm over the left, left leg over the right. Tuck your toes if that suits. Finding your bind. Lowering your seat. Using your drishti, your gaze on one point. Focusing the breath and the mind. You've got this. And slowly, with control, left leg unwinds, right leg is long. Left leg pushes through space. Left leg comes parallel. Warrior 3. Allowing yourself a wiggle wobble. And gently, with control, coming back to standing, unwinding the arms, opening the shoulders, and finding Tadasana. Checking in with your posture, checking in with your breath. Hands to heart center. Feet are wide as the mat, maybe a little bit wider. And we sink and lower into yogi squat. All the way down if that suits. Heels may stay on the ground or may pop up, and that's okay. Using the elbows, pushing into the knees, using the palms of the hand helps open the chest, open the legs. Good stretch through the hips. Good stretch through the shoulders, opening the heart center, gazes forward. Perhaps swaying side to side or doing a few little bounces. I will not make you get up and down like one of our teachers, Jason, did. When you feel strong, when you're in the mood, add some up and down squats from Yogi Squat. And then we find our seat, slowly with control. Swinging the legs out behind us, coming to the belly, coming to the earth. Forehead to the mat. Arms are long down by the sides, palms to the mat. Spine is long, neck is long. On the inhale, lifting the shoulders, chest is open, gaze to the front of the mat, coming into locust. Shoulders are wide, perhaps palms come off the mat. And palms to the mat, we release. Right ear, right cheek to the mat. This gentle back bend is a good benefit for the upper spine, shoulders, the neck, and it counters the society and most of us live and work every day of shoulders forward, head down, texting, typing, driving. We're opening the shoulders as a counter pose to the rounded back we have most of the day. Forehead to the mat. Second locust. Chest opens, spine is long, arms float, and perhaps legs lift up. Lifting you up. Shoulders are strong, back is strong, legs are long. Maybe you're flying a little bit here. Finding strength for 3, 2, 1. Relax with ease. Left ear to the mat, left cheek to the mat. Relaxing the shoulders. Find your breath. Hands to the mat. Eyes to the mat. Strong core, shoulders are back. We'll push up to plank. One strong line of energy, pushing through the balls of the feet. Keeping that core to navel. And knees to the mat. Sitting back onto the heels. Find your seat on the mat. Reaching legs out in front of you, making sure you have enough room in your mat. Long, lengthening through the spine, through the crown, maybe growing a little bit taller. Arms out by your side, and slowly with control, rolling down to find the mat. Moving into bridge pose. Feet plant on the mat, arms are long, perhaps fingertips graze ankles. We ground through the feet, we lift the hips for bridge. Hips are high, chest is open, knees are tracking forward. And perhaps imagining that you're squeezing a block or a ball between the thighs. Engaging through the legs, engaging through the feet. And slowly, with control, lowering all the way to the mat. Second bridge pose. Feet are planted, core is engaged, tailbone lifts high. Perhaps the shoulders start to come in to kiss one another, and maybe the palms find each other. Using that stretch through the arms to open the front of the chest, if that suits you. And gently releasing the shoulder blades, rolling back down. Finding your breath. Left foot plants to the mat, right leg is long to the sky. Pushing the heel to the sky, engaging the hamstring. Holding behind the right leg for a hamstring stretch. My chin is out of my chest here, neck is long. Maybe rotating the ankle in one direction, and then the other. Right foot plants to the mat. Left leg is long. My right knee turns over the left leg. Gentle side twist, supine twist from my back. The shoulders can stay square on the mat. So keeping the chest open is more important here than being able to touch the knee down. Thinking of the shoulders connected to the mat, and then gently assisting my left knee down, perhaps extending the right arm, perhaps gazing to the right side of the room. And gently unwinding, right foot comes back to the mat. Left leg reaches high to the sky. Toes are pointing towards my nose, and my heel is engaged. Grabbing the hamstring below the knee, top of the thigh, If that's too tight or not comfortable for you, releasing the knee and hugging thigh into chest. And left leg plants to the mat. Right leg is long. Left knee comes over the right. Shoulders are on the mat. Supine twist to the right. Perhaps gazing to the left. And arms out at a T. Perfectly normal if you notice one side is looser than the other. And just taking notice and being aware without judgment. Slowly coming back to center. Left foot plants, right foot plants, hugging the knees into chest, giving yourself a little bit of a hug. And rolling side to side, massaging the lower back. Happy baby. Knees are wide. Arms through the legs and around the outside of the ankles. If this feels good, maybe straightening one leg and the other. Finding happy baby. Releasing the jaw. Relaxing the mouth. And finding sweetness. Sukha Mukha, sweet face. Maybe a gentle smile. Hands to knees, rotating the knees, rounding through one direction and the other, reverse. Hands over knees and rolling backwards and forwards in your ball until you come up to a seated position. Extending the legs long, finding the seat on the mat, and perhaps pulling out the extra bum from the sits bones. Our sits bones are connected to the earth, the spine is long. Legs are wide as your mat, maybe wider. Left leg comes into right, turning towards the right leg, squaring the chest, and reaching forward. One-legged forward fold. Perhaps a bend in the knee so that you can lengthen through the spine. And if it suits you, slowly straightening the knee and relaxing the head. Finding your breath with control, rising back up. Left leg is long, right leg comes in, squaring the hips to the left foot. Bend in the knee, long spine reaches forward, and then perhaps straightening the leg and hanging the head. Slowly rising up. Both legs forward, knees are slightly bent. Reaching up, long spine, straight back, using your peace fingers to find your big toes. And then lengthening through the crown and perhaps lengthening the leg for forward fold. Once you're into your full fold, gently releasing the neck. Perhaps wrapping the hands around the feet to deepen the stretch. With a strong core, reaching up, rising up. Hands to heart center. And slowly we find Shavasana. Laying on the back. Extending the legs long. Extending the arms down, palms face up. Closing the eyes and finding stillness. Feeling your body sink into the mat. I will guide us out of Shavasana when it's time. Gently bringing your awareness back to the room. awareness back to your feet, wiggling your toes, back to your fingertips, your hands, waking up, the arms. When you're ready, rolling over to one side and tucking into a gentle fetal position with the arms or the hands under the head for a pillow. And when you're ready, using the hands, push yourself back up to a seated position slowly, with the head coming up last. And finding a comfortable seat. Bringing one hand to belly, one hand to chest. And feeling your breath. Feeling the chest rise with the inhale and soften with the exhale. Gently closing your eyes. Picturing with each inhale a white light coming from the belly, from the chest, emanates through your whole body. And as you inhale, this white light is clean and fresh and pure and fills your body with clean breath. And this white light extends all the way through your legs, through your feet, to your toes. And this white, pure, clean air extends through your arms and to your hands. And extends through your chest, through your heart, through your lungs, through the neck, around your face, and all the way around your ears and the crown of your head. This white light is filling you with clean, pure, sweet breath. And all other thoughts just drift away. As they come in, you can simply acknowledge them and let them float by. With your attention on this light, on this breath. And remembering any time throughout the day, you can find this breath. And you can return to the present moment. Gently opening your eyes. Bringing hands together to our heart. May we have kindness in our thoughts and to our lips. May we speak kindness into our foreheads. May our wisdom guide us to kindness in our actions and our thoughts and our treatment of ourselves and others. With hands to heart center, we bow and say Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today.